The King and Queen are preparing to depart Australia this morning, officially ending the royal tour after a spectacle on Sydney Harbour yesterday. Thousands flocked to the Opera House to witness the history-making moment as the first reigning king to step foot on Australian soil wrapped up his visit.
A classic Australian backdrop fit for a king. Sydney sparkling and the people bubbling with excitement. The day started with an Aussie tradition, sangers on a barbie, and Charles was put in charge. Camilla trading her crown for some tongs. Beneath the southern sun, their majesties got a taste of our sunburnt country.
It is no wonder, I think, that Sydney is world famous for its cuisine, whether it's smashed avo, a pav or a cab sav.
From our farms to our sporting legends.
It was really nice to meet His Majesty the King.
And everything in between. This was a show of Australian multiculturalism at its finest, right in the heart of Western Sydney. The King also making time to meet the Australians of the Year, two doctors working to cure cancer as the monarch wages his own battle.
Once in a lifetime experience, I reckon.
But the crowning glory came on the glittering water of Sydney Harbour, thousands flocking to the sails of an icon to see another in the flesh.
Hi, Camilla! It is lovely to meet you.
Jumped in here, she's standing here for hours.
No. Everything's worth it to see you, though. That was just the most wonderful experience, and I wish everyone could have that.
Even old friends turned out to say g'day. Our head of state reviewing his naval fleet.
Thanks for starting, His Majesty King Charles III.
Before clocking off on an historic visit.
Well, live now to Lara Vella, who's at Admiralty House, where the royals are getting a little bit of rest this morning. Lara, it's been a jam-packed few days.
Jane, good morning to you. It's almost hard to believe that they arrived here less than a week ago. It has been a whirlwind schedule for the royal couple down under. We've seen everything from the pomp and pageantry of a ceremonial welcome in Canberra and also stunning scenes from the Navy and the harbour yesterday. Protests that have made international headlines, sneezing animals, the King and Queen grabbing the tongs, looking a little bit awkward on the barbie, and copious amounts of Tim Tams. I dare say that the King and Queen now have a lifetime supply of Tim Tams from all the members of the public that have been lucky enough to have their little moment, their brief moment with the King and Queen. If there was any doubt that they were able to pull a crowd, didn't Sydney turn it on yesterday? Thousands packing the forecourt of the Opera House to see that now iconic moment of the King and Queen Camilla walking down the steps with the sails of the Opera House in the background. And I must say, Jane, the couple looked like they were also soaking up the sights despite a few spring gusts along the way. Today, though, it is all over Red Rover because by mid-morning, once again, they will leave Admiralty House and then they'll be off to the airport. They'll be greeted by the Governor-General and they'll make their way to Samoa for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. Jane, we all know this was a charm offensive from the Royals. This was a deeply important trip for them and by and large it certainly looks like it's been a success.
It absolutely does, Lara. Thank you.
The King and Queen will leave Australia a little later this morning after a jam-packed tour, which saw Queen Camilla yesterday visit a library in Sydney. And two lucky book club hosts met Her Majesty there. They are Eva Telemaku and Pia Kandaraja from 2B Red Book Club. They join us now. Good morning to you both, ladies. Congratulations on a wonderful honour and great recognition of the great work you're doing in this space as well. Tell us, how was the meeting? What do you think she got out of it?
It went so well. She was so lovely. We met at Green Square Library and we were escorted downstairs. We were joined by 8 other book club representatives and authors, and she arrived, she went to little pockets of the library, spoke to people, then she came around, she had a really lovely chat to us. And yeah, she was really lovely, really calm. Yeah.
So Pia, what did she have to say and what was she interested to learn from you as well?
Yeah, we were able to spend a couple of minutes talking to her about our shared love of books and literature. We joked about the size of our book club. She was quite shocked to find out that we have 8,000 growing book club attendees. And we joked about the fact that hers is probably the biggest in the world.
Do you think maybe she was inspecting the competition?
Maybe that's why she pulled us there. Yeah.
So how did you find out that you were meeting the Queen, Eva? And how did this all come about? Why was your book club selected?
Yeah, well, we received an email from the Queen's Reading Room, which is her organisation. And at first, we called each other a few gasps, a few screams, and then we said, hold on, we should check this isn't a scam, this is real. So we emailed back and we said, just checking, the Queen wants to meet us. And then she did. And yeah, from there, we were just really excited and really keen for the day. Yeah.
And what did she want to know about when she was there? What did she ask you about specifically? And did she interact with a lot of the other people in the club?
Yeah, it was great. She gave a few minutes to each different book club. There were 5 of us there. And we got to explain to her the way we run our book clubs and how 60 people plus meet every month over the same book that they read, and were able to connect and really make new friends in a social space.
Were you nervous?
Oh, yeah. Well, I think we were more so pinching ourselves because we were so grateful and honoured to be able to meet Her Majesty. But I think once we arrived and we got talking to people, we were quite settled and we were just excited to be there.
And did she put you at ease? Because she's well known and loved for her very down-to-earth nature.
She's so calm, and we were given the whole spiel on how to curtsy and bow, and then we were told she's so relaxed, she's so lovely, just be yourselves. You don't need to curtsy, and shook our hands. It was really lovely.
Well, 8,000 members and I reckon a few more after this. So congratulations, Eva and Pia. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
Well, they're the down-to-earth Aussie farmers who got the chance to meet royalty. Tim and Hannah Eyes showing off their award-winning chicken to the King and Queen at the barbecue in Western Sydney.
And we're so happy to say the pair join us now in studio. Good morning, guys.
Hey. You big hobnobbers.
We loved chatting so much, Tim. We had to bring you back in to hear all about it. So how was it? How was it meeting the King?
It was just incredible, really. They're genuinely down-to-earth people. The suspense was literally killing us all. It was 28 degrees in Western Sydney. We were all just dripping with sweat. I don't know how they did it.
I mean, when you say it was killing you, not like the chickens.
Yeah, not as bad.
On the other day, to us the other day on the show, and several of my mates rang and said, "Who is that guy?" Because that was when, you know, to have a conversation with a chicken about its impending doom is a difficult conversation. How does that go, that conversation?
It is. It's, as I said, it's sort of, you try and go in there with the highest vibration possible, you know, because it's exciting for some people and some of the other chickens, right? Because for the other chickens, it's like, well, it's not us this week. So, you know, like, toxic positivity gets you a long way.
One chicken's loss is another's gain.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well, you can always find a silver lining, can't you, Tim?
That's right.
So, Hannah, he's all about sustainable farming. We know that. What did the King ask you about what you do at the food farm?
Yeah, so the King was a bit of a maverick in his day with sustainable farming. So all of the British farmers thought that he was crazy, that he wanted to do organics and sustainability, but it's paid off. He was ahead of his time, and yeah, he was really, really great to talk to.
Good.
What did you have? This is you chatting here. What were you chin wagging about?
The fact that we farm for him, essentially, so we lease 500 acres of Crown land. So it's the Commonwealth's land, and we lease that, and that's where we run our cows. And then he was really interested at this point. He was speaking about how we look after the soil, what the soil's like, being so close to the coast.
It's amazing what you two do, and you're first generation as well. And on your farm, you've got such diversity. Just talk us through how that came to be.
Yeah, so we lease a network of farms. We grow grass-fed, grass-finished beef, pasture-raised chicken, and we butcher it all on farm as well. And so through COVID, people wanted to connect in with where their food came from, and that's really where our business launched.
Wow,
amazing.
It's so interesting. We know that he's not well known for being a big eater, or the opposite, he's a small eater. So did you convince him to try some of your chicken?
No. No, absolutely. No, it was all there. I'm pretty sure it's like a safety thing, protocol, you know, don't poison the King, sort of that sort of thing. So I think he didn't try anything.
So effectively, the chickens died for nothing.
Yeah, for the people of Western Sydney.
You know, did you ever in your wildest imagination, and you worked so hard, you two, to get to where you are, and you've met royalty, did you ever think that would happen?
No, never. No, we're really well supported by our family. They're our customers, but the King, you know, almost as good as our family.
What does it mean for you to have this acknowledgement?
I think it's just a real nod to all young people in agriculture and agriculture in general, that it matters so much, and just that transparency, that we all rely on it in some way. But for us personally, it's just that this has all been worth it.
Oh, it's so sweet. It must be real vindication for all that hard work. You've also brought in something for Sylvia to try, which I think is awesome.
Absolutely.
So just come in here, Haydos.
This is our paleo teeth cleaner.
Excellent.
So, like, you know, you see those toothpicks and flosses.
There's a bit of egg yolk.
Yeah.
You know what, Carlos, you've been so good to me the last few days. I'd like to share this with you as a token of my appreciation.
Thank you, sister.
Can also be used as a hair comb. It's multi-purpose.
I do like these at Yum Cha.
Yeah.
I have to admit to you, but that does not look like it's been yum or
Stale.
a stale chicken foot. And before we go, you said you're an opera singer. You didn't want to do this, but hey, you're here now on national TV.
And we're cornering you into it. So could you give us
the pressure? So that's our secret to our tender, tasty chicken. They are marinated in opera.
I did not expect that. Just once more, because that was so good. Come on.
Sorry, sound guys.
No, they're happy.
No wonder the vibes are so high.
Wow.
That's amazing.
You two are a cup full of what we like. Thank you so much.
We need more of it.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Legends.
And thanks so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and...
What's my name again?
Oh my goodness, Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports, and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
That never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?